Our next guest grew up believing that you should find what you love to do and then go figure out a way to make money doing it.
And she did just that when she turned her mom blog into a full-time career. Take a look.
I discovered kind of a side world of blogging back in 2007 when I was pregnant with my oldest. And so I was looking for a creative outlet. I came from a magazine background, so writing and editing was my thing. And I sort of started thinking about, all the moms staying at home and decided to write kind of about that, about life, about the things we use, about the things we do, things we like. Honestly, it started off totally as a hobby, and I had no idea that it would ever become a full-time career, full-time job. I didn't even know that was a possibility at the time. I'd never met a full-time blogger, and I just kind of started dabbling and started writing and wrote about things we liked, wrote about places we went, things we did, crafts, that sort of stuff, and it picked up from there. So at some point, the Suburban Mom went from being my hobby to being a full-time job, and it did not happen overnight. Then in 2012, my husband was actually laid off from his company, and at that point, we looked at it and we had a choice. I could either go out and try to find a job and pay for daycare, having been out of work for all these years, or I could really ramp up what I had started doing.
And joining us is mom blogger Jennifer Burg and the founder and CEO of IZEA, Ted Murphy. So Jen, you posed a really interesting dilemma that I think a lot of women face in there. At some point, you've got to make a decision. Do I go back to work, miss my kids for starters and miss them growing up, and pay for all that childcare, or do I figure out a way to do it at home? How did you come to make the decision?
I was already doing it on a smaller scale. And so when the decision came, one way or the other, I decided, I like what I do. I am here with the kids. Let's ramp this up. Let's see if we can make this work. Right. And it did. So it was
how do you kick it into overdrive? How do you say, okay, I'm already doing this a little bit, I'm dabbling in it, but I think I can make a full-time, paycheck from doing this?
Sure. It's a lot of focus. And then it was taking some of the context that I already had and working with great companies like IZEA and really just saying, okay, I'm going to hunker down and we're going to do this, and I'm going to use the context and the networks that I'm part of, and I'm going to really do this.
Wow.
So Ted, you founded IZEA to be sort of a platform for people like Jen. How did you come up with the idea?
Yeah, back in 2006, I was looking at what was happening in the blogging space, and I kind of had an epiphany, and I said, you know what? People are going to be creating more and more content as these free platforms become available. And what's happened since then is we've had the explosion of Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, and now everybody has the ability to create this content on their mobile device. So we are just seeing that there are just tremendous opportunities for people to share their everyday life experiences, to share crafting, to share their passions, and ultimately our goal was to help them make money.
Wow, I love that. So anybody can really do it. If you're a great cook, if you know how to sew, if you have tips on how to raise your kids, it can really be anybody that has a forte in anything.
Yeah, I think that it's really about capturing your passion. So, whether you're good at crafts or whether you're good at playing video games, there's an opportunity for you to really build an audience and to take that audience and then be able to connect with brands and make some money from it.
If there's money to be made playing video games, I'm golden. I'm golden. Seriously, if there's like a Candy Crush video game. Anyway, Jen, talk to me about advice you would have for people that want to do the same thing that you do. There's no magic pill here, right? It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, and it's not an overnight thing either. It is really, though, getting started with something you are passionate about and then putting out good quality content on a consistent basis. And you just have to start. That's really what it comes down to. And then from there, hopefully you're building a following and all of those things, and you can make things build from there.
How difficult was it to start making money once you finally signed up and you got rolling? Did the paychecks just start rolling in, or did it take a while?
No, it's not an overnight thing. And again, I started off as a hobby and was kind of doing this part-time until I decided to ramp it up. But it definitely can be done. It's definitely something that can be done if you're willing to put in the long hours and have a little fun doing it too.
And Ted, what do you think is the ideal person for IZEA?
Well, I think that's what's so cool is that you have people on all parts of the spectrum. You have people who are stay-at-home moms, you have college students, you have people that are really great at producing blog posts and long-form content. But you know what? If you're an Instagrammer or you're a YouTuber, you like using Vine, all those are opportunities for you to make money.
Interesting.
So explain this to me, because I feel like I'm not very tech savvy. How does this work? How do you begin? Is signing up easy?
Yeah, signing up is really easy. It really is as simple as going, filling out the form, giving your interests, what you're interested in posting on, and those kinds of things. And then you wait and you see what kind of opportunities come out there, and you can actually bid on opportunities and make decisions
Wow.
about what you'd like to work with.
So you can chase it.
And you
Yes,
get paid
you
by
can.
traffic or by clicks or by interactions.
You know, the more traffic you have, the more interaction you're going to have. So it's kind of a combination of all of those things.
Do your kids help you at all with your projects?
My kids are absolutely part of
try.
everything.
There's always hands
Right?
on.
Oh, there are always hands in every pot of everything I'm doing. And
that's so
that's
great.
what makes it so great, because I'm a mom and I'm doing these things with my kids, and then I'm also sharing it and stuff like that.
That's
So that's the part I
fantastic.
love about it.
Well, thank you very much for being here and talking about it, both of you. And we want viewers out there to be able to get in on the action, just like Jen did. To find out how to get involved and make money by sitting right there on the couch, go to social.bettertv.com to sign up.